What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 1. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. I'm gonna start off this review by saying Happy K Michelle Day. For those of you who know, you know. We're all saying Happy K Michelle Day. For those of us that are K Michelle stands, for those of us that are rebels. Happy K Michelle Day, because that's exactly what today is. Do you know what today is? It's Happy K Michelle Day. Ha! Okay, listen, I am so excited to be here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am so excited. Real Housewives of Atlanta is one of my favorite shows, of course. But not only is it one of my favorite shows, though, but I'm just happy that my girl is here, and it is what it is. But before we get into anything in regards to tonight's episode, let's get into what's going on tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Be sure to tune in. It'll be right here on Scotty by Nature TV's platform, of course, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys tune in to that. All of us will be here, and not to mention T will be going live right after me tonight. So if I could, let me go ahead and go to his channel right now and get that link. And I don't know how to redirect this shit, and I need to know how, because I really want T to get the people. Get as soon as y'all leave here, y'all need to go right on over there to T. Okay, that's what needs to happen. I need to get this link real quick. But y'all know we get started at the 5 minute mark now. Y'all do know that. I know y'all know that already. We know that. You know that. We all know that. Okay. Let me go ahead and get this rocking real quick. There go the link down there. I wish I knew how to like redirect it, but I just need for my moderators that are here to just continuously share this link until it's time for me to go. Now, it's already 100 of y'all up in here, so I already know what time it is. Y'all already ready to hear what I gotta say, and I'm ready to tell y'all what I gotta say, and that's just the truth of the matter, okay? Um, but before we get into anything, let me take out the next minute to see who's all in the chat. No mods, just the people that's in the chat. I'll give my mods all the attention by the 4 minute mark. Let's see. We got CJ Hardy 6069. What's going on? We got CC Serenity 5462. DD Marie 348. What's going on? Sade Adams 93. Little Miss Introvert Aquarius 7425. Net K 9Y. Who else we got up in here? I see a lot of people. We got and Dario, what's going on? Okay, we got Happy Jerry, we got Unapologetically B, we have Miss Bella, IW5TL, we got Forever Felicia Forever Benson, Big Red 96. All right, so we know that we're going into the 4 minute mark. So y'all know the 4 minute mark is all about my moderators because y'all know what I need for y'all to do. So shout out to the moderators that are here. We have Kendra, Sofa Dog, Symmetry, Bria, Norris. Who else is in here? I think that's all my moderators. Payne. All my moderators that are in here, y'all already know what time it is, and y'all already know what to do. Make sure the people are lighting up this chat as we get into the 5 minute mark, because y'all know that's where we start. Light up this chat. Also, make sure that the chat is clean, and also make sure that everybody's engaging with one another. It's 148 of you guys up in here already, so you guys already know that this year is the year of engagement. So, with that being said, if it's 148 of you guys in here, we need 148 of you guys up in here interacting in the chat. Okay, now we got about, let's see, we got about 15 more seconds before we get this thing started. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. All righty then. Let me put my phone on not disturb so nobody interrupt me. Now that we're at the 5 minute mark, let's get this thing popping. So now we're here for the brand new season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And let me tell y'all something. The way that it started off was pretty good. You know, there was no previews for the what's going on for the rest of the season because y'all got the trailer for that. It wasn't really no opening. It really wasn't none of that. All we got is, you know, Cynthia looking at some scenes from the show, and she said, now what else is going on? She turns around and we go ahead and get into the show. And my thing about it is, I absolutely love the way that they started this episode off. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed the way we started the episode off. Now, of course, we get into little bitty scenes here and there before we get into a long scene. Like we see Phaedra with her son. I think he's getting ready to go to the prom. And he's talking about what type of girl he wants to take to the prom. She got to be pretty. But Phaedra said, does she have any brains? And then he said, what if she's rich? And then Phaedra said, rich? Baby, honey, I'm rich. And I'm like, girl. Then we get into Kelly. Kelly got a college student going on now. Like at this point, the show basically is showing her getting her daughter ready to go to college. And that just pretty much put me in the mind of where I was in 2008, the spring of 2008, when I first went to college, and how that was a big old thing for me and a big old adjustment for me and my family when I first went to college. Didn't finish, but I did go to college. Okay, like I ain't dumb now. I did go to college, but however, that's what she got going on. But then we go over here to Angela. And we're here with Angela and Charles. This is probably the most lovable, dysfunctional ass couple I have ever seen in my goddamn life. Okay, I just got to be honest with you. And Charles don't mind trolling the shit out of Angela and making her look like a motherfucking fool. If she sits there and she takes it, that's just what it is. Okay. So when he was on like this relationship podcast, they was basically asking him, how did he get married to Angela? And he was like, I don't know who put what in my drink or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Somebody put something in my drink. I don't know if it was Angela. She felt some type of way about that comment and all this other stuff. I'm kind of getting annoyed with Angela, y'all. I just got to be honest with y'all, because you already know what type of man your nigga is, right? You know that he trolls you. You know that he gaslights the shit out of you. And you already know what he's giving. So I don't even understand why, because I'm pretty sure he was doing all of this before the cameras came along. So I believe because you're in front of the cameras and you know that the shit that Charles be doing really ain't cool for real, you want him to switch that up for the sake of them damn cameras, and you know that he not going to do that. He going to be the asshole, old ass man that he always been. And that's just what it is. And she wants something to be shown in her way, in my opinion, because obviously this nigga been like this. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga been like this already. So I personally don't understand what the fuck you looking for. What are you looking for? Because I don't know what the fuck you looking for, baby. But that nigga been like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'd feel a way about you implying that too. Okay, but Sophie Dog want to argue. I'm not going to argue with him tonight, because clearly you're not hearing what I'm saying. My thing about it is he's a troll. My point is he's a troll. He likes to troll. Clearly he been trolling. And the shit that he's saying on these cameras and in these interviews is shit that he been saying before the cameras came on. And my thing about it is she was okay with it before they got on the cameras with it. So my thing about it is, why in the hell are you feeling a way about it now that it's on camera? He's been doing this shit. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying that it's right or nothing like that. All I'm saying is that's what he been doing. So why are we acting brand new in front of these cameras? And I feel like she wants him to act brand new for the damn cameras when he been a fucking asshole. And I've been saying that Charles do be acting like he don't like her half of the time. But then when I say that, y'all motherfuckers want to act like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm not here for his behavior at all. Let's be clear. I'm not here for the behavior, period. Trust and believe me. I'm not here for it. But I feel like she wants him to do something that he's not willing to do, and she wants him to do something that he been not doing. So I feel like she acting brand new for the goddamn cameras. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. And no, I'm not screaming because I'm irritated or nothing like that. I'm just animated right now. So ain't nobody taking me out of my skin. So don't even think that that's what it is, because I've been screaming since I've been up here. Well, not really screaming, but it may sound like I'm screaming because my mic is to the roof. My volume is to the roof on this mic. That's probably why it sounds like I'm screaming. But my thing is, no, he been like, I don't know. I just feel like this. I don't know. I just feel like that's just who he is, and that's just who he been, and she don't like it. And sometimes we read these comments, and sometimes these comments put things in a different perspective for us, maybe. I mean, I don't know, but it is what it is. Let me see what else is going on here. She said at this point in time, she's not shutting down any more rumors when it comes down to Charles. People can say whatever they want to say about Charles. People can think whatever they want to about Charles. But at this point, she not finna clear up shit. If y'all say he got a baby, then bitch, he got a baby. If you saying that he fucking another bitch, then bitch, he fucking another bitch. Either way it goes, if I ain't see it, he did it. So therefore, I'm not clearing up shit. To be honest, you really shouldn't have been clearing up nothing for nobody, to be honest. That's your marriage. You don't owe nobody no explanation. You don't owe nobody shit. That's your shit. That's your marriage. So at the end of the day, you don't need to clear up nothing. Especially if he's not trying to clear it up. If he ain't trying to clear it up and he don't give a fuck about it, then baby, you really shouldn't give a fuck about it if that's the case. Because Charles don't give a fuck about what nobody got to say about him. And that is really the God to honest truth. Charles don't give a damn about what nobody got to say about him. Charles don't even be thinking about what these folks got to say about him. Folks was saying shit about Charles literally like all goddamn season, and he did not care. The first thing that he said when they was at the what is it, like the first thing that he was saying at the reunion was, all y'all been talking about me. All y'all been talking about me, but where y'all husbands at and all this other shit. Like, he don't care about this shit. Angela cares more than he does. But then again, let me put myself in her shoes. I was more irritated by the things that people were saying about Bando more than what the fuck he was. So I kind of understand it at the same time when it comes out to the rumors of it all. I already know that he's a fucking troll. So I'm not going to try to make him be nothing that he ain't. But as far as the rumors goes, I hated the shit. I didn't like the shit. I didn't like what the fuck they were saying. But at the same point in time, at the end of the day, that was nothing for me to clear up. And he didn't really give a fuck. So at the end of the day, Angela just, at the end of the day, he's unbothered, so you shouldn't even be bothered. That's a lesson that I had to learn. I'm speaking from experience, honey. I do relate to you in some kind of ways. Don't get me wrong. I might be giving you just a little bit of shit, but not a lot of shit, because I do get where you're coming from in some kind of way. Because at the end of the day, you is with that man. That's your man. So it really don't matter what nobody got to say about him. And I get it. Y'all are now under a microscope, and there's other people, there's other tongues that are wagging. People got opinions about your marriage, and I understand that. But what we do know is once those cameras go down, you know what's going on in your life and your home, and it really don't matter what the fuck I'm saying at the end of it all. That's just what it is, okay? So with that being said, we can continue on to the next one. But before we do, let me look at some of y'all comments real quick. Okay, we all have a lesson to learn, honestly. We learn it in time. Exactly. This life is giving more than an episode. Well, at least I'm entertaining you. Charles is definitely unbothered. I made it to a live show. Hey, Scotty and the gang. What's going on? Because them people don't be in your house like that. They really don't. She wants him to perform on camera to make it appear that he's loving and affectionate to her, and he is not doing it. Angela need to let that man be. And that's all I'm saying. I feel like she wants him to perform something that he's not. He's not a loving and affectionate type of guy. He shows his love in a different way, and there's really nothing wrong with that. But to the masses, it might be, and I think that's what she's embarrassed by. Maybe she didn't see it the way she does now since it's on camera. That might be true too. Listen, I'm welcome to all opinions. That might be true too. I'm not gonna take it. I rewatched your show at work, and I think you did a great job. Can't wait for the second season. Thank you. I appreciate that. Angela definitely gave performative. Charles, Angela, and Kay had me weak this episode. That's a good trip there. This episode was pretty entertaining to me. It was entertaining to me too. I don't know why people saying that is whack. I just think that everybody is so used to the Housewives of Atlanta not really giving much over the last couple of seasons that they are already calling it boring. But if people think that it's boring, that's their opinion, that's their prerogative. But I don't think that it's boring at all. I really enjoyed this episode, honestly. And I ain't just saying that because Kay here, because I know the bitches in the back don't say that, but that ain't what I'm saying. I actually enjoyed this episode for what it was. It was an introduction episode. It was a first episode. It did what it needed to do, in my opinion. Okay. Hey, Too Feisty. Let's go ahead and get into the next part of this. We got 256 people in the building tonight. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get into it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into introducing K Michelle. Porsha arrives at K Michelle's photo shoot for her single Jack Daniels. And we hear about what K Michelle has accomplished. K Michelle has 4 #1 albums, 5 gold records, 2 platinum records. Now, there were some people on the internet, basically in the Twitterverse, Twitterland, that was trying to say, I need to look at these Billboard stats and these RIAA stats to see what she's actually talking about. When K Michelle says that she has 4 #1 albums, I want to make it clear that she's talking about she has 4 #1 R&B albums, not 4 Billboard 200 is four number one R&B albums, just to make that be clear. I know that ain't the same as Billboard 200, but that's exactly what the fuck she's saying. That's the only place where she had a number one album at was the Billboard Hot R&B Albums chart. That's exactly what that is. And then she also has like those gold and platinum records. I know one of those gold plaques was for Rebellious Soul. I think that VSOP is gold, Cry is gold, Hard to Do is gold, Can't Raise a Man is platinum, and Love 'Em All is also platinum, and I think that The Rain is gold as well. So she does have gold and platinum records, to be quite honest. You feel what I'm saying? So she's not, blowing up her stats. Those are her actual stats. But I know this because I'm a fan of the music. But anyway, the single that she's doing a photo shoot for was a song that she released a couple of weeks back, not weeks, a couple of months back, called Jack Daniels. Then she talks about her country journey. Her and Porsha starts talking about the country journey. And let me go back just a little bit. Kay and Porsha have known each other for quite some time now. I've heard Kay speak about Porsha in a very positive way in interviews many years ago. I know they did that single black female movie on Lifetime together. I know they did that movie together. So I know that they are cool with one another. I'm not saying that they're besties, but I know that they are cool with one another. They always have been. I think that K. Michelle said that Porsha and Masika was two of her pretty favorites or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, they get into talking about her country journey, her journey into country music, and how it has been like this uphill battle for her, trying to cross over from R&B to country music. The record labels was telling her, well, you're an R&B artist. I don't think that you should cross over to country. It's not black. You should stay in this lane. And that is one thing. And this don't even just go for K. Michelle. This goes for any artist. I really feel like every artist should be able to artistically express themselves in whatever way they want to, instead of putting them in boxes that they want to climb up out of. That's one thing that I, don't want anybody to do, is to box themselves up. Because once you box yourself up, you're squandering all the potential that you have. And I know that I'm a person that has continually boxed himself into reality TV recapping and gossip videos, when I know there's other things that I want to do. And now I'm slowly but surely stepping out into that other side of me that I want to experience. So I'm one person that loves to step out of the box and do something else. And when you're a creative, you're always thinking about the next best thing. Okay, what is good next time? Okay, this is getting stale. What can I do this time? What can I do next time? Am I capable of doing this? Can I do that? Can I do this? So I'm glad that she walked away from the record label and chose to go country on her own, and she was able to perform at the CMAs and doing things like that. So, and what people really don't realize is that country music belongs to black people. It's just that the white niggas took the country music and made it their own, and now they're trying to block people who actually created that fucking music from being a part of the genre. And I don't think that's right, because you motherfuckers can come over here and give us blue-eyed soul that we didn't ask for, but it's a motherfucking problem when we come over to the country music lane, which we started, and y'all want to block us, but no one ever blocks y'all from taking our music and making it y'all own. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't seen nobody block Justin Timberlake from making no motherfucking R&B music. I ain't seen nobody blocking Bruno Mars. I ain't seen nobody blocking Adele for making soul music, shit that we started. I ain't seen nobody stopping them from doing shit. So why is it that when we want to come and go back to the one of the genres that we actually fucking started, it's a damn problem? They to be honest, they do that to us a lot, especially with the black musicians. And I think that from the start, we created a lot of these damn genres of music that, these people are doing. Rock, country. We started this shit, but we don't get the credit for it. We don't make it popular. The other color do. And that's a big issue. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't stop them from coming over there appropriating our music. Just like Quail just said in the comments, Eminem over here, being one of the biggest rappers in hip hop when black people started hip hop too, but didn't nobody try to gatekeep that? Didn't nobody try to stop him from doing that? Nobody did that. But y'all want to keep this girl out of country the same way y'all didn't want Beyonce to be in country either. And she fought her way into that. You feel what I'm saying? But that goes back to us as a race, and just like Brandon said, inviting everybody to the cookout, even motherfuckers that don't deserve to be there. That's just what this goes back to. But I could go on that all day. I could talk about that all day long. Porsha reveals that she has her divorce now and she's very open to moving on with her life at this particular moment in time. She's really good. She just wants to move forward. She's in her marital house and she's paying all the bills there, so she's going to stay there. So then she invites Kay to a dinner party. It's a date night. She wants everybody to bring their husbands, their boyfriends, their situationships, anybody to this dinner party. Okay. Um, K Michelle says that she's married. And she said, when did you get married? She said, a couple of weeks ago in Nashville, Tennessee, I got married. What's so crazy about this, though, y'all, is that when I flew back into Atlanta from Houston this morning, I ran into K Michelle's husband twice today at baggage claim. I'm like, what? I had just seen him when I got off my plane, and I looked at him. I was like, don't I know him from somewhere? And then when we got the baggage claim, he was right down there. I said, oh, that's Kirsten. Okay. Y'all know I done told y'all time and time again. I be seeing folks around Atlanta all the time, and I never say nothing to them damn people. I don't speak or nothing to them damn people. I don't say nothing to them. Like I just saw Red from Bad Girls Club at fucking Kroger. I ain't say nothing to her. I saw Wingo from Jagged Edge and Kroger too. Didn't say nothing to him either. I don't have time for that. I ain't finna go up to them folks and be a weirdo. I'm just not. But anyway, she said that she got married in Nashville, Tennessee, and I do know that she was living in Nashville before she got on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So then that is when Porsha, that's when Kay said, "Are you bringing Dennis?" And then that is when Porsha was like, that's my family, but I don't want him to know about no situationships right about now. I don't think he needs to know about that. So is so then Porsha reveals the guest list. She's pretty much telling Kay who's all on the guest list and stuff like that. And she said, don't beef with the singers, and stuff like that. Because I what R&B singer have you not beef with? And so that's when I started, asking, Porsha started saying where she is with Shamia. And she says that she just left it where it was with Shamia. And to be quite honest, when it comes down to Shamia and Porsha, I pretty much have a whole lot of opinions about their friendship, and a lot of my opinions about their friendship really comes from their season 9 season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's where a lot of my opinions come from. But to be quite honest, though, they might as well just leave it where it's at. They don't need to be friends no more. Don't nobody need to make them be friends. Let them stay exactly where they at. It's really no need for anybody to try to make them be cool. Because regardless of the fact, because people be talking about shit like, oh, they've been friends since childhood and all this other stuff. It really don't matter if they've been friends since childhood at this point. The way that friendship ended, it needs to stay where it's at. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, it is what it is. I really don't know, but they need to just leave it where it's at because not everybody needs to be friends. I just had this conversation with somebody while we was out with Josiah for his birthday party. We was talking, and I was like, yeah, I haven't talked to this person in years, but the last time we spoke, we actually apologized to one another if we did anything to hurt the other and things like that. But I'm not interested in a friendship. I don't ever want to be friends with them again. That don't mean I hate them. That don't mean I even love them like that. I just don't have any feelings for them. I can't feel for a stranger because that's what they are to me at this point. So I don't feel any kind of way about them at all. It's just what it is. I don't care. I don't want to be their friend. We at the end of the road, and some chapters have to be closed permanently. And Shamia and Porsha are one of those chapters that have to be closed permanently. That's just what it is. Let's see. So then Kay goes into the situations that happened when she was in Atlanta the last time. And we already know she's talking about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and her experiences on that show. And she said that I've had girls that were supposed to be my friend sleep with my ex, fuck my ex, and then tell me she talking about Arian, I'm sorry, that's her name, Arian. I think she spoke about a little bit about Rashida, in codes. She was talking about all of that stuff. Some of that stuff that happened though, like a lot of those beefs that she was in on Love and Hip Hop were things that she didn't start, but it's some things that are debatable, like the Mimi situation of it all. That was really a bit much, and it really could have been, more than it, could have been resolved in a different way. That's the only one that's very debatable to me. You feel what I'm saying? Now, was Mimi um Arian slept with Memphis? Yes. Ariana slept with Memphis. She said that in an interview. I think it was like a DJ Vlad interview or something like that. She slept with him. It was either a DJ Vlad interview or it was a Breakfast Club interview. It was one or the other. But yes, it was Memphis that Arian was fucking. Definitely. And she did not tell Kay. If you watch the first episode of the second season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when she said, "You had sex with my ex and you didn't tell me," that's what she was talking about. Y'all didn't remember that? Now, I don't know if it was while he was with Toya or not, but Arian did admit to fucking Memphis. Okay? So that is the truth. She definitely admitted that. This ain't nothing I made up. This was in the goddamn interviews, okay? Where we at? So, but yeah, she was talking about all of the stuff that happened in Atlanta, and Porsha just wants her to elevate from her past. And that's the thing that I was most kind of worried about with her coming on this show, is that I don't want her to be the person that everybody is expecting her to be, as far as this combative, shit starting ass person. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really want that to be her. And I know this is just the first episode, but I just want her to show her elevation. Ain't nobody perfect just because they elevated, ain't nobody perfect. But at the same time, I just don't want that Love and Hip Hop person to pop up. You feel what I'm saying? That's it, because that's what people are already expecting anyway from her, is to show up that way. You know what I mean? That is the main reason why everybody was so gung-ho about her being on the show. So that's pretty much my vantage point with this whole scene. But I can say that I actually enjoy Kay and Porsha together. Honestly, I'm not a fan of Porsha at all. Y'all know I ain't never been no fan of hers at all. Y'all know that. But it was pretty. Excuse me. It was pretty cool. Seeing Kay and Porsha together. We're gonna see how it goes for the rest of the season. So let me see. Shamia and Kelly. Now, Kelly comes over to Shamia's house, and we see now that Kelly is now a college mother, but she don't act like a college mother. Kelly act like she in college herself, hence her personality. She act like a loud-ass college girl, but that's just me. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I damn feel that way. But yeah, so I hate to say this, y'all. Y'all know I hate to say this. But I pride myself on being unbiased for 90% of the time, right? Shamia and Kelly are annoying together. And I love Shamia. Y'all know how much I love Shamia. Y'all know I go up for Shamia. But they're annoying. They're just irritating. If I was around them like the ladies are, I would be completely annoyed by both of them. Because they don't act like they're 40-year-old women. They act like they are college girls that ain't never been no goddamn where and glad to be away from home. Like that is how they act. You feel what I'm saying? So the whole scene, them being loud and sounded like two damn hyenas. They was getting on my nerves. Like in this whole Shamia, that's my B to the F to the F, my best friends forever. Girl, that is not your best friend, girl. Like, I understand that you and Porsha are no longer best friends. I get it. But to be claiming that Kelly is your best friend off the rip like this is fucking crazy. Y'all have gotten closer, yes. But best friends, y'all are not. Okay, y'all need to stop calling. Y'all need to stop putting titles on people when y'all just met them a year ago. Like, please, no. Mm-mm. I'm very careful with who I call my best friend. And Kelly is not Shamia's best friend, and Shamia is not Kelly's best friend at all. Like, please stop. Like that irritated the hell out of me. Um, but anyway, Shamia then went to Grenada again, and now she has a new rum company at this point. So kudos to Shamia for having, her own business, having this rum company and things like that. People have been telling me to get some merch for a long time. I need to go on and do that, but I say that all the time. But this is 2026. There's a lot of new things that I'm getting into. So just bear with me on that. But yeah, so she got this rum company and she was talking about her music and stuff like that. And she was basically saying that, Gerald has invested like 6 figures into her music, but at this point, she wants to fund her own music. Like she's fine with Gerald doing everything, but she wants to do everything on her own. And I understand that. But Shamia, baby, I like you. And I don't know if you know this or not, but I like you. Never Had was a decent song. Now, while you've been sitting up here trying to shade Drew in her damn music, where the fuck is your album? Because Drew actually released a full-length album last year, and you put out one song. Where's the music? You worked on all this music with RL from Next, and we ain't heard nothing but Never Had. Where's the rest of the music? And you can actually sing. So where's the music? You were so busy trying to do the absolute most and you fumbled your peach last season. Where's the music? I'm just trying to understand. Is music something you really want to do for real, or is it something that you just want to do for the sake of the show? Because I feel like Drew really wants this music thing. I don't think you do. So, and it shows, you know. And you can sing, don't mean you got to be in the music industry. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not here to tell nobody what to do with their life or anything like that. So it is what it is. Let's continue. They discussed Portia's event, and Kelly was asking Shamia, is she going? And Shamia was basically saying that they had this text message war, and she watched the reunion. There was some things that she didn't recall Porsha saying until she watched it back. They had a text message war. They was going back, forth and forth, and then the next thing you know, it was a whole lot of gang signs being thrown, which I felt like Shameen was doing the absolute most with that. It was very cringe when she was doing that. It'd be like, girl, I be trying to be at least one person on your team, and you just do a whole lot of shit that's so cringy. What was the point of that? It's giving corny, Shamia. You know what I mean? Like, it's giving corny. I'm sorry, it's giving corny. She's basically saying that she is reciprocating energy. If Portia's nice to her, she's gonna be nice to Porsha. If Porsha is a bitch to her, she's gonna be a bitch to Porsha. That's just what it is. Now, I can agree with her on that now. Like, we coming back into this group, we getting in this situation, we gotta be around each other. So the energy don't always gotta be thick, and the energy don't always have to be negative. It doesn't. But I'm just gonna give you what you're gonna give me, and it is what it is. Like if you're gonna give me this, I'm gonna give you the same thing. If you're gonna give me that, I'm gonna give you that same thing. That's pretty much what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the one thing that I do agree with Shamia on when it comes down to her friendship with Porsha. But that friendship with Porsha should have been over a long time ago, and it shouldn't have took no damn peach for it to be over, in my opinion. If you get my drift. But anyway, and anyhow, we can move on to the next topic. So now we're at Portia's dinner party, okay? Now, Angela isn't sure about Portia having a date night in her ex's home. It is kind of weird to be having like a date night and have your new nigga, who I really don't believe is her nigga. I believe that's her nigga for rent at your house that you got married in and all this other shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's like Ghosts of Simon's Past up in here. But I'm just like, okay, yeah. But I mean, that's our house, so Can she not do what she wants in her own house? But I don't know, y'all. It's kind of awkward, kind of weird. I don't really know. Um, Now Drew says that she's been dating Black. But last season she said that was just her friend. But I'm guessing that she didn't want nobody to know that she was dating Black because her divorce wasn't fine. That's just what I believe. She didn't want the people to know that. Mike is an actor. Everybody that watches Country Ring knows about Mike the actor. Wasn't he on Ready to Love or some shit? I could have sworn he was on it. And I don't watch Ready to Love, but I heard that he was on Ready to Love before. So it just whatever. But anyway, anyhow, um, K Michelle and no. Phaedra comes. She's not here for Angela Steele after that whole stunt that was pulled at the season finale. She is not here for here for Angela in the least bit. Okay, not here for. K Michelle arrives with casting, and I'm glad that she actually mentioned the whole situation with her being on Queen's Court, because that was a question that everybody had. It was like, well, if you're married, then why was you on Queen's Court? So she addressed the fact that she was on Queen's Court because during that time she was on Queen's Court, that was on Bravo or Peacock, whichever one may have you. She said that that was on a break, and that was practically her stunt to show him that she can move on. There's other niggas that want her, and that's just that on that. Pretty much that's what that was. Basically her showing him that, bitch, I'm that bitch, and I can get whatever nigga I want. Okay, in the words that I can't even say her name. In the words of that girl from TLC, long as you know that I can have any man I want to, baby. That's actual and factual. Okay, basically. So that's basically what she was saying. She went on Queen's Court to prove a point, basically. That's what she did. And I was confused when she was on Queen's Court, to be honest, because because when she got back with casting, I was like, "Well, you was on Queen's Court, girl. What happened?" You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know. It is what it is. So then Porsha's date, Mike, arrives. He comes in, and then everybody's looking at him, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's your situation, blah 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 blah, whatever." Then Kelly and Trey arrives, and that is when K Michelle said that Trey is everybody man. Now, who is Trey? Is he in them Atlanta circles? Like, who is Trey? Trey was cute, but who the fuck is Trey, and why is he everybody's man? I need to know that. Why is he everybody's man? That's the part I want to figure out, because you got Kelly frolicking her ass up in here with this man, and everybody trying to figure out who the fuck he is. Like, in case Trey everybody man. Well, who man is he? Like, who was he fucking for you to know that he everybody man? That's what I need to know. Now, I didn't have this in my notes, but I saw that Drew. I didn't put this in my notes, so I don't know what part that Drew said this at. But Drew said that she doesn't really know much about K Michelle. She was a singer. And then she was like, is she still a singer? Drew, don't play with me, girl. Like, don't even start that, because don't say that she was a singer and question whether or not she's still a singer. She's a singer, and you could learn something from her. Please don't do that, because I didn't like for nobody to play with you on your damn singing career, so don't play with somebody else. Don't do that. I'm like, okay, the shade starts early. Like, girl, what? And like, what? Okay, Drew. All right, girl. Whatever. But I'm not gonna go in on you right now, because I don't know. But it is what it is. Okay. So They was over there talking about SWV. No, I think that Charles was like, "Where's SWV at? Where's the other one or whatever?" What shade too feisty? Because if I felt like Kate was shading Drew, I would have said it, and I didn't feel like it was any shade. But okay. Anyway, moving on. So I was like, Kay was like, I'm tired of y'all with this SWV shit, and I got to make my money doing this music. Then her and Charles over there having a whole kiki about this whole situation, and I'm like, oh, okay. She said that Charles is an asshole, but yet, she's okay with it. She can relate to him because he's an asshole. Of course, you can relate to him because you are a slicker asshole yourself. So, of course, you can get where he coming from. But that is like that was a crazy combination. K Michelle and Charles over there having a kiki. That was funny as fuck to me. Let me see what else is going on here. Um, did I skip past that? Oh, I skipped all the way past that. So Pinky comes over to Shamia's house, and we already know that Mr. Clean has, slutty vegan. She's an entrepreneur. She has a multi-million-dollar business. Now we know that she recently filed for bankruptcy. She was about to lose a house, all that stuff. We know that that's been in the news as of recent. But we mostly know her for slutty vegan, and she said that she did all of her stuff, all of her things and in Atlanta, and it gave her what she needed to give. So that's just what it is, okay? So shout out to Pinky. Apparently, Shamia knows Pinky and all this other stuff. So Pinky and Shamia then arrives to Porsha's event, and Shamia and Porsha share this awkward hug. Okay, it was very awkward. They really did not hug each other. You could tell they was just okay, yeah, all right. Then Kelly says that Pinky isn't a girl's girl. She said she DM Pinky many times and left her on red. Nah, y'all. Remember, I told y'all during the summer that the people would say that Pinky was not a girl's girl. I said that in many of my T videos for this season. People were saying that she wasn't a girl's girl. Now, I'm here to give Pinky the benefit of the doubt. She just got on the show. But to hear Kelly say exactly what I had been reporting, yes, my sources are always on point, okay? My ATL sources are always on point, okay? So, yes, okay? But she did say Pinky is not a girl's girl. That is what she said, okay? So, let's continue. We find out that Geraldine got stuck in Charlotte. Did he really get stuck? Or does he just not want to be in front of these cameras? Shamia picked one of the two. Let's see. So then we find out that Pinky and K Michelle, they know each other. They're both Deltas. They've known each other for way back when and things like that. So, okay. And then, Pinky and Phaedra, they know each other as well from way back when. Phaedra says that, Pinky is that girl. She's a business owner. She's this, she's that. So she already knew her as well. So now they start playing games and stuff. I didn't really take out the time to, write down who said what in these games. All I know is that the games are funny. The games are funny. I enjoy that. It's all fun. Funny games, funny games. So after that, Porsha was basically saying that she has no ill will for Shamia. She feels like, she got a little bit of closure from that last conversation that her and Drew had or whatnot. So she felt like she got a little bit of closure from that. And it made me look at Shamia kind of weird because it's like, well, you just said that, excuse me, you just said that y'all cursed each other out and it was giving gang signs. But Porsha, on the other hand, is saying that she got closure from that conversation. Unless the cursing out and the gang signs that you said y'all was throwing was the closure that she's talking about. And that was basically the facts of life that, okay, you ain't really my friend. I don't want to fuck with you no more. And the gang signs are enough for me. That's probably what that was. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. I really don't know. What else is going on here? They asked where Shamia and Drew is, and Drew says, I'm over here, and Shamia's over there. And, Shamia was coming at Drew real hard. And to this day, I'm still trying to understand why she can't stand Drew so much. Like, I'm still trying to understand that because I really don't think that Drew really did anything to Shamia last season for her to hate her so bad. You know what I mean? Like, but Drew really didn't do nothing to none of them motherfuckers. Like, to be quite honest, for her to be, doing her so bad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, nor do I understand it. It's crazy to me. But it is what it is because Drew didn't do shit. And I do think that it's crazy that Drew and Porsha are friends. And Porsha sat up there all season and Drew her all goddamn season. I don't understand how Drew is friends with Porsha, but that's besides the point. I know the people get mad when I say shit like that, but I wouldn't dare be friends with Porsha the way she tried to drag Drew and tell all them lies on Drew all season. That shit was crazy. But then Shamia was basically saying that Drew didn't even believe her own friend when the receipts came out about Angela. So then Phaedra says that Drew came into her dressing room after the reunion and said that she really wasn't here for the things that Angela was doing and that she really wasn't, keen on that and she didn't like that. And she would really like to get to know her. And Phaedra was like, well, if you didn't believe it or if you wasn't really here for it, then why would you go along with it? And then she's like, I don't think that I want to get to know somebody that tried to frame me. You got a lot of nerve talking about somebody trying to frame you. You motherfuckers really be forgetting what y'all do in the past. You got the gall, the audacity, and the goddamn nerve to sit up here and say that somebody was framing you. You must have forgot what the fuck you did 8-9 years ago. You must have forgot about that. You must have forgot about what you did 9 years ago. Because didn't you try to say that Katie tried to Porsha and Shamia? Didn't you try to say all that? And then you try to let Porsha take the fall for the whole situation and frame her for the whole thing. Didn't you do that? But you don't like what's being done to you? Phaedra, get a clue and get a motherfucking life, okay, girl? Because you are full of it, okay? Like for real, like y'all gotta, y'all when y'all do shit, y'all need to remember what the fuck y'all did. Like seriously, y'all need to really remember the things that y'all motherfucking did because it don't make sense. It just don't make sense to me. It don't. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't want to be cool with somebody that framed me. Girl, what? When she said that, I was just looking and I'm like, are you fucking for real here? Like, are you fucking for real? As if you didn't, as if you're not the queen of the frames. Like, what are we talking about, Phaedra? But see, here we go again. Phaedra finna get on my nerves, y'all. I'm telling y'all, Phaedra finna get on my nerves with this victim playing that she finna do. She finna get on my motherfucking nerves, and I'm not here for it. I don't even understand why she's even here. Phaedra don't give shit. So why is she here? Why? Could somebody answer me that? Why is she here? She irritates me. And then, not to mention, she talking about those tapes and she talking about she got the tapes pulled and she can do this and she can do that. And I'm like, girl, so where the tapes at then? Then you gonna sit up in your confession and say, oh no, I didn't get the tapes pulled, but I know that I can get them pulled. Girl, that's not what you said. You said you had the tapes pulled and you know for a fact that Angela was not confronted by your friend saying that shit. That's what you said, girl. Stop lying. This girl, it's been years and Phaedra's still lying. Still motherfucking lying. I don't understand it. When I tell y'all she needs one of them fiber gummies that I got in the bathroom, she need one of them. Because girl, you foolish. You foolish. That's what you are. You full of it. Because girl, please, that is not what you said when you was in that scene with those girls. What you said was what you said was the fact that you had those tapes pulled and you seen it for yourself. That's what you said. So stop sitting up here acting like you don't know what the fuck we talking about, Phaedra. See, that's and y'all wanted her back. Y'all think that she needed to be back here? That's the part that I don't understand with y'all. Y'all thought she's supposed to be like y'all kicked and screamed for that lady to come back, and she ain't doing no but lying to the people yet again. I am so tired. I am so tired. In the words of Mary J. Blige at the beginning of what's the name of that song? No More Drama. So tired. Tired of all this drama. I am tired. Okay, I promise you I am. That lady irks me. Hold on, y'all. Trying to promote tea on my community wall. But yeah, so she kills me. She just tell lies. Y'all, there is no alcohol in my cup, honey. It is simply lemonade in my cup. Okay. It's simply lemonade in my cup. I promise you it is. It ain't nothing more, nothing less. Where was I at? Okay, where we at now? So K Michelle gets up as they're arguing over this, and she says that this is too much for her and she need to get up and go. K, girl, please sit your ass down. You have been to more ratchet events than this, and you have started more ratchet shit at events than this. So why are we sitting up here acting brand new like we ain't immune to the drama at this goddamn table? If you don't bring your ass back to this table and sit down, please. This is light work. This is light work for you. Sit your ass down. Let me see where we at. But she goes out there and talk to the niggas. That's basically what she did. She basically was saying that she wanted to be with the niggas. Angela come back and she says, "Kay, we need you back inside. We need you back inside. We need you back inside." And then that's when Kelly and Porsha starts arguing with Shamia. Kelly and Porsha starts arguing over Shamia. Porsha feels like nobody should be speaking on her friendship with Shamia but her or Shamia. Okay, nobody be saying anything about their relationship. So basically, Porsha is saying that she don't want nobody talking about her and Shamia's friendship or lack thereof. She don't want nobody talking about it. Fair. I can't lie. Fair. Because to be honest, you mother don't care if me and Shamia are friends again or not. Y'all don't really care. Y'all here for a check. Y'all are not invested in my friendship with Shamia. Y'all don't give a about my friendship with Shamia. Y'all don't care. So let's just be for real here. Y'all don't give a about what's going on with me and Shamia for real. Y'all bring this up for the sake of having some camera time. That's what this is, okay? So it is what it is. That's just where I'm at with it. I feel as though this episode was pretty decent. I didn't have any qualms with this episode. I thought it was a good first episode. Like it had a little bit of drama, a little bit of crying, a little bit of laughs, a little bit of comedy. I felt like it had everything that it needed for a premiere. You feel what I'm saying? Like I felt like it had everything that it needed. We were introduced to Kay, we were introduced to Pinky. So we got it. So it is what it is. I think it was pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that Shamia, I don't like your hair. I don't know why you got that rat tail on you. I didn't like it at all. I don't know why the fuck you put that shit on. Shamia is a beautiful girl. I don't know why she can't get it together. Shamia is so pretty to be so goddamn tacky. You feel what I'm saying? Like that is my biggest problem with her. Not only is she corny, but she's tacky. And I don't like that about her. Like I hated that rat tail she had in her head. I don't like the way she dressed most of the time. It just don't be cute. It just don't be. That's just me. That's just me. Um Kelly is gonna irritate me. Like I said, she act like she's a cheerleader captain half the time. So we're gonna see what she gives. Y'all know I'm here for everything, K Michelle. So y'all already know I stand with that. I'm here for Drew. I'm actually very interested in seeing her life after divorce. Like, are we gonna see Ralph? I don't mind seeing him, but at the same point in time, I don't. Are we gonna see Ralph? Are we gonna see Black? Are we gonna see her dating life? Are we gonna see her making her second album? Like, what are we gonna see? So I'm very interested in seeing what Drew is going to give us this season. Angela, on the other hand, I like Angela for the most part, but I really don't want to hear her constantly complaining about Charles the whole episode. Like, I'm really not for that. for the rest of the season. Like, I'm really not. I'm not at all. But I'm looking to see what she gives because I know that her and Pinky have a whole lot of beefing to do this season. I know they do. Pinky, I really want to know what Chrisette Michele is gonna give us this season. I really want to know what she's gonna give us this season because I know people on Twitter be having these preseason faves and they already are going in on Chrisette Michele already. And my thing is, I really want to give Chrisette Michele, aka Pinky Cole, a chance. I really want to give her a chance. So we're gonna see what she gives and what she brings. Who else is on this show? I forgot Cynthia was even on this episode, to be honest. So I ain't really got nothing to say about Cynthia. Phaedra, I don't care to see her, and y'all already know that. There's nothing she can do that's gonna give me anything. Porsha, this stunt shit with Mike, I'm pretty sure this shit is going to be dissolved very soon. And then we got this this stud girl that you fucking with on here now. So we're gonna see how that goes too. Did I say everybody's name? Shamia, Angela, Kay, Pinky, Shamia, Porsha, Phaedra, Angela. I said everybody. Now, the next thing that I want to say before we end this is that that damn Ghost of Simon was so goddamn funny because I really thought that was Simon walking through that house. I was like, bitch, I know Simon didn't just walk in his house. I know he didn't just walk in this motherfucking house. Not Simon. Bitch, when I tell you I was motherfucking tickled, I was goddamn tickled when I saw that Ghost of Simon walking through the house. That shit was hilarious. Do you hear me? That shit is hilarious. Do you hear me? It was, okay? That was funny as hell. I just had to, I could not end this video without saying that. That shit was funny. Let me see what else. I think that's it. That's all. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If y'all haven't, or if you plan to, make sure you guys purchase your tickets for the Ooh Ladies First podcast live show, which will be right here in Atlanta, Georgia on May the 2nd. I will be the special guest host. So be sure to purchase your tickets. You will be able to meet the girls, but you'll also be able to see me as well. So make sure you guys buy them tickets. Make sure you guys come to the show. I am going to do my best to represent my girls in the best way. Okay, I'm going to do my best to represent my girls because I have a job to do, and this is my very first hosting. I've been offered hosting gigs before, but they've always fallen through. But this will be my very first hosting gig. So thank you guys. I hope you guys come see the show, do your thug thizzle, and all of those great things. Okay. The CNATL virtual reunion is coming soon. I know they just posted like a preview for that reunion yesterday, I think. It's a lot to unpack. I'll be glad when it comes out. And that's it. That's all. That's all I really got for that. So with that being said, you guys, I am out of here. Let me promote my book. You know, even though it's been out for a long time now and we're working on a second one, I'm still going to promote it. Be sure to get my book, That's Why You're Lonely. It is available on Kindle and Amazon. So be sure to pick it up. If you like urban drama, that is the book for you. So make sure you guys go ahead and pick it up. So with that being said, it's been your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys take y'all asses over the Tees page right now. If y'all ain't, let me put the link in the comment section right now. As a matter of fact, let me put this in the comment section. Make sure y'all head over to Tees right now as we end this. I'm out of here, y'all. Until next time, bye.
That 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately. You catch a face, shots fired, catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact the bitch, I'm the reason. When it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Wet had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
Big bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up, don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho, don't ever play us. This the real hustle, we make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit, talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast, fucking with the best. Get money on the east, plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run it south. Bitch, we outside, what you talking about? Who the fuck is me? Know who the fuck